Okay, let's see here, guys. I should be live here. It's about 8 a.m. Eastern Time on Thursday, July 10th here. Today I wanted to come on and I wanted to talk about, let's see here. I wanted to talk about how to stay disciplined when your plan says no trade. So, a question for you. Have you ever sat in front of your charts for hours just waiting and waiting, but no setup show up? Your trade plan says no trade, but your mind starts whispering to you, right? You're sitting there, you're trying to sit on your hands. Come on, just one quick scalp. It's not going to hurt anything. Hey, does that sound familiar to you? Then this video is for you. We're going to talk about how to stay disciplined when your trade plan tells you to sit on your hands. My name is Bill Soriano, and in addition to trading, I like to help traders develop the mindset and skills needed to succeed in the markets long term. Today, we're going to dive into one of the hardest parts of trading, having the discipline to do nothing. You heard that right. Sometimes doing absolutely nothing is the most profitable thing, the most profitable decision you can actually make. But first, let's go to the charts and check out any trade idea alerts that were confirmed overnight or this morning using my ATH RSI Sniper Pro 15-minute trade plan. This is also the trade plan that our community uses, um, community of over 6,000 members, and they use it primarily on the 1 minute for scalping. I like to use it on the 15 minutes. So let me see if I could possibly share my screen here real fast. Let's see here, just 1 second. And sorry, guys, I struggle a little bit because here, let's see. I'm just still trying to get the hang of this. Okay, I should be sharing my screen right now. Alrighty, so let's just go through the charts here real fast and let's see if there are any. There were actually quite a few trade idea alerts coming out here overnight here. So let's just see. Okay, this was Odd Chef here. This confirmed trade idea alert came out at 10 p.m. last night. And you can see that this has moved up quite nicely here. And following the trade management plan that goes with my trading plan, you would, at this point here, be able to lock in probably half of this in profits, right? By moving your stop loss to, lock in about half of this in profit, right? AUDJPY, this was my trade I took yesterday, and this one actually lost. So as you can see here, I have FUBAR written on the chart, guys, FUBAR. So anytime you see FUBAR on the chart, that means that was a losing trade, okay? And the reason why I use the word FUBAR is this goes back to trying to, ratchet down the emotional feeling that you have when you lose a trade. So it's good sometimes to give it a funny name, and that kind of helps you. Like Anthony Robbins years ago, he's a motivational speaker, as you know. In his first book, he talked about using different words to try to disconnect and ratchet down that emotional feeling that you're feeling. So whenever he was feeling very upset and he was furious with somebody and he just wanted to tear into them, he would use the word peeved. Okay, he would use the word peeved. And because that word sounds so funny to people and to yourself as well, it just immediately ratchets down the emotional feeling that you're having, and it kind of takes the emotion away so that you can react better to the situation, right? So that's why I like to use the word FUBAR. And so FUBAR comes from Arnold Schwarzenegger. I talked about Arnold Schwarzenegger and his one-liners yesterday in my live session. But FUBAR comes from the TV series, the Netflix TV series. And so FUBAR basically means um, filed up beyond all repair, right? That's what I say. It could be filed up beyond all recognition. You could use a different word instead of filed if you get my drift here. But it's basically to me, it means filed up beyond all repair. So this trade, nothing I could do about it. It's a FUBAR trade. It's filed up beyond all repair. I thought, based on my trade plan, that the market was going to go higher, and the market said, "No, Bill, we're not doing that tonight." And so that's a FUBAR trade. That's why I use the word FUBAR, filed up beyond all repair. So that helps me to try to take the emotion out of that losing trade so that it doesn't affect my trades in the future. Okay. Let's see. This is AUD USD. This one, this alert trade idea confirmed 8:45 a.m. yesterday. And you can see price has moved up here. Um, uh, maybe to the point where you can move yours. It's moved up to the point based on the trade plan where we can move our stop loss to break even. Okay, Chef JPY, this is a trade that I am currently in right now. This one was rough, guys. I mean, this one was rough. You could see here's the trade idea alert goes off at 7:15 yesterday. This immediately went against me. It then made a move down. It pulled back again into drawdown quite significantly. It makes a little bit further move down, doesn't break this structure, but the wicks do. And then it pulls back even further and breaks the structure to the upside. Uh, Fortunately for me, I was asleep during this time, right? And now, right now, here's where it's sitting. And so, by the way, we do have news coming out here. Let me see where that's at. We do have news coming out here in 20 minutes here at 8:30 a.m. So you wouldn't want to obviously take any trades at this point. My trade plan will tell me, although it's not written in there, I know it just not to take any trades 30 minutes before, 30 minutes after any medium high impact news on the pair that you're trading. Of course, this is dollar news, so that affects all Forex pairs. But the reason why it's 30 minutes is because look, this candle here had a very strange reaction. And this candle here was like 30 minutes before the news coming out, right? See how it made a big move up, right? And then back down and closes back down here and near the low of that 15-minute time frame. So that it looks like the news kind of affected that candle, even though it wasn't, it's not scheduled to come out until 8:30. This was the 8 a.m. candle. Anyway, we're currently in this trade and we're hoping to pull out a little more profit. We kind of want to get to we would kind of want to get this trade. Right now, we could move the stop loss to break even, but I'm watching it closely, so I'm just going to let it go. We kind of want to get it down to here before we lock in any profit, right? EUR GBP, this trade idea alert confirmed 6:15 a.m. Currently, it's currently in profit right now. EUR JPY, this was a FUBAR. There's a FUBAR again. Trade idea alert 2:45 this morning. And then this wick right here on this 3:45 a.m. candle just wicks up and it would take you out of the trade, right? So that's a FUBAR. EUR USD. Of course, I wasn't in that trade because that went off at 3:45 a.m. I was sleeping. So this one right here, we had a couple, different alerts here on this one for a short, then one for a buy, for a long. This one ends up not moving that much. Then we get the alert going the other way. Okay, so at that point, you would have to decide, do you exit this trade here with a small loss and see what happens here, right? And so if you do that, you could see price moves back here, and then it does move into profit for you. But right now, you're back down in drawdown, okay? GBP AUD. This was one, again, you had one on Wednesday, 2 a.m. in the morning. And then again, we get another one right here at 9:15 a.m. Wait, that was yeah, 9:15 a.m. yesterday. So again, you would more than likely, if you're watching these, if you took this trade, you're gonna exit this trade with a small loss. You're gonna take this trade. This one has moved in your favor enough to where you can lock in some profit here, probably right about this area right here, right? So that's a profitable trade for you there. If you were able to take that one using our trade plan and our strategy. GBP USD, this was one from the other day that I ended up getting a small win on, and I got out of it early. NAS 100 yesterday, this made a big push up here from a confirmed trade idea alert at 2:45 a.m. This one here, you'd be able to lock in pretty good profit, probably about 3% on that one. NZD USD, this was a FUBAR trade, guys. There's the word FUBAR. You can see it here. This trade idea alert goes off at 3:30 a.m. yesterday morning, right? It makes a pretty good move down, not enough to move your stop loss to break even. And then, of course, it just decides to redirect and go upwards. Okay, so this week, guys, there's been a lot more trades, a lot more FUBAR trades this week using this strategy that we haven't seen in the past 3 weeks or so, right? USD CAD, this was a trade I took that I was able to get profit out of about 1.5. But the other two USD pairs both had FUBAR trades yesterday, as you could see here. We got a confirmed trade idea alert right here at 7:15 a.m. yesterday. I was already in that USD CAD trade, so I did not take this one or the other one I'm going to show you. But this was a FUBAR trade. Just the dollar just developed a lot of weakness here, and that pushed USD CHF down significantly, and the same thing happened in USD JPY. Same 7:45 a.m. We got a confirmed trade alert, trade idea alert, and another FUBAR trade. So this week we've been seeing a lot more of these, a lot more losing trades. Obviously, overall, there's been a lot more winners, and some of the winners have gone for a lot longer, right? We've been able to show you how we could hold them a lot longer, let those winning trades run, so to speak, as I tell you all the time. And using the trade management plan, we'd be able to do that. Gold made a significant move up yesterday. We did have this, our indicator went off here, but the price didn't close above the 55 until 3 candles later. So again, we need all that stuff to occur on the same candle. That's what our trade plan says. So let's see here if we could. I'm not going to get back to the topic that I wanted to talk about today. That's what's happening. That's what happened in the market overnight and so far this morning using my ATH RSI Sniper Pro 15-minute trade plan, right? And using the trade management plan as well that is outlined in the trade plan strategy also. So let's just stop sharing here real fast and just try to get back to what we were talking about. Let's see here. So let's get back to our topic. How to stay disciplined when your plan says no trade. Right, guys? How to stay disciplined when your plan says no trade. So let's be honest. As traders, we crave action, right? We're wired to feel like we should always be doing something to make money. The problem is the market doesn't care about our need for excitement. Taking trades just because you're bored or impatient will usually lead to impulsive decisions and many, many unnecessary losses, right? Your trading plan really exists for one reason and one reason only, and that's to keep you safe from yourself, not from the market, safe from yourself. It defines for you, or it should define for you, exactly when you should enter, manage, and exit trades. But just as important as knowing when to trade is knowing when not to take a trade, right? When your plan says no trade, that's what it means, no trade. It basically means that the conditions are not in your favor, period. So if you take the trade, you're not going to have the edge that you normally have when you're in the market. Every time you break your plan, you lose more than just money. Okay. And even if you win money, even if you end up winning, the result's still the same. You lose confidence in your process. You create bad habits. Bad habits are hard to break. We all know that. You start training your brain to think, oh, breaking the rules is okay, especially if you win, right? Especially if you win. Your brain starts thinking, oh, breaking the rules is okay, and this can destroy your account in the long run. So practical tip number one for you, when your trade plan says no trade, step away from the screen. If there's no setup, go for a walk, work out, or do something else productive. The charts are still going to be there when you get back. Tip number two, remind yourself of what your goals are. Ask yourself, will taking this random trade help me reach my long-term goals? Probably not. If the answer is no, don't take it. Practical three is use a trading journal or write it down, whether it's in a notepad on the computer, on a piece of paper, whatever you use. Documenting your decision, actually writing it down or typing it out will reinforce your discipline. Tip number four, visualize. I can't speak today. Visualize future regret. This is very powerful. If you can picture, it's sometimes hard to do though. If you can actually picture in your mind how you'll feel after taking an impulsive loss, right? Meaning you didn't follow your trade plan, you take the trade and it loses. And if you use that image as motivation to stick to your trade plan. Tip number five is set screen time rules if you have to. Set a timer, and if no setup goes off within that certain window, just walk away from your computer, right? Structure will beat impulse every time. Okay. See, the best traders, guys, the best traders are not the ones who trade the most. They're the ones who trade the best setups. The best setups that give them their edge in the market, right? Your edge in the market doesn't come from frequency. Doesn't matter how many trades you take. That doesn't increase your edge. The edge comes from selectivity, actually, and patience. So the next time your trade plan says no trade, take it as a sign of strength, not weakness. Staying out of the market is a decision, and it's often, many times, the most profitable one you'll ever make. Okay? So if you found this information helpful, make sure you like the video, comment down below, ask me what else you want to see, subscribe to the channel. That really helps me out. Let me know, how do you handle those days when your trade plan says no trade? I'd love to hear your thoughts. Put them down below, guys, if you're watching this. Thank you for watching, and remember to trade safe, trade smart, and stick to your trade plan, right? Speaking of trade plans, if you would like to get my ATH RSI Sniper Pro 15-minute trade plan and trade management plan, just message me here on Facebook, and I will send you the link to register for my free Forex Quick Start Guide, which is basically a beginner's roadmap to day trading success. But there is a bonus chapter at the end that has my complete trade plan, as well as a link to the videos explaining it. So you'll also receive our community's free 9-part smart money training video course that basically sends you a video a day for 9 days when you register. So if you happen to be watching this on my YouTube channel or some other social media outlet, then just email me at bill@tradewithbill.com. That's bill@tradewithbill.com, and I will send you that link by email. Okay. That's it, guys. Have a great day trading today.